Hey everyone, Dr. Walker here. This is the final video for Chapter 19, video 227. It's called Working Backwards with Capacitor Circuits. This is going to be very brief. I just want to explain the idea, and then we'll have a guided examples video where we work through an example and work backwards. So the idea for working backwards is that you may be given a problem and you can't find the answer by just plugging in values into an equation and just looking at that circuit. So I just drew this circuit just as an example. You don't have to write it down. It's just an example of why we would need to work backwards. Let's say that there's a question that says, find the energy stored in capacitor 2. So I'll call it E2. So you might go to your equations and you might find this equation, E equals 1/2 C delta V squared, and you might think, oh, well, I have the capacitance 3 microfarads, I have the voltage 12 volts, I'm just going to plug and chug, easy peasy, I'm done. Unfortunately, a lot of times you can't do that, and that's because the values that you are trying to plug in don't actually apply to that particular capacitor. What I mean is, the 3 microfarads, that definitely applies. That is C2. However, the 12 volts, that 12 volts is not directly applied to capacitor 2. If you look at the circuit, capacitor 3 right here is indeed getting the full 12 volts because it's directly connected, positive end of the battery to one plate of the capacitor and a negative terminal to the other plate. C3 is getting the full 12 volts, and you could find the energy stored in 3 by just plugging in the numbers in this equation. However, C2 is not getting the full 12 volts. So in this case, we're going to have to reduce the circuit to its equivalent capacitance and then work backwards. And the easiest way for me to explain working backwards is just to show you with an example. And so I will see you in the guided examples video 227 in just a minute.